in a certain way, you could say it's like coming to our senses in a multiple sense, right? That on the one hand, you getting back into the world by cultivating observation, careful observation of the sense-perceptible world, so that we really are taking in phenomena rather than always interpreting them before we've taken them in. And that gives you a kind of a freshness and an enlivening of perception that is the basis of deeper knowing. Goethe, in the best sense of the word, was an exceedingly sensual person. I mean, he was just in the senses, in all respects, in art and in science, right? So that this approach is in a certain way very modest but very powerful. I mean, it's very accessible, but can become very powerful because you're changing something subtle at the core, and everything begins to look a bit different. You can't think about things in the old ways anymore.
But one of the great shifts in Goethe that one finds is the shift from a analytic and quantitative orientation towards the natural world. One, for example, which replaces color by wavelength and then takes wavelengths of electromagnetic fields to be the primary reality, and that everything of our own experience, the experience of red, the actual intonation that you're experiencing in my voice, all of those are secondary qualities or illusory. So one has an illusory world which we inhabit, and one has a real world behind that illusory world. That was the paradigm of the, let's call it, the 19th century. As he found in Goethe a shift away from that, you might say, transcendent realism, that is to say the wavelengths and such like, to a world filled with qualities. A world where feelings have a place, a world where the ethical and the moral have standing. They're not derived from some genetic model, for example, but they actually have their own standing as spiritual realities.
So that the human beings become, as knowers, participants in a conversation where the partner, natural phenomena, really has something to tell you. In this approach to understanding the world, you really do have to slow down. I mean, and that part of our challenge today is our rushed world, right? We rush from one thing to the next, and thereby we can't really take anything in and meet it in any depth. And so just to sit down and perceive and take the time to look at a plant or look at one leaf of one plant for 5 minutes, it takes a lot today. And to take it in and say, what do you have to show me? And that gives it a moment of quiet and a moment where you can really enter into a conversation with the world. So I, sometimes thought about, this methodology, that it would be interesting to speak of, like one speaks of slow food today and slow money, to speak of slow science. We need to slow down so that we can really dwell in the things as a basis of a deeper understanding of the world.